Happy New Year! I'm Salima Davis, founder of Papalona, and today I want to talk to you about resolutions and goals. Now, don't turn off. If you're anything like me, the word goal will make your heart sink just a little bit. Frankly, it makes me feel quite exhausted because we've all been there, haven't we? We've all set out on a new challenge thinking, right, we're really going to do this, we're really going to crack it this time. And we absolutely mean it, we're determined. And yet life gets in the way, and at some point we fall off track, and then we start to beat ourselves up and blame ourselves and end up in this horrible vicious cycle of feeling bad. Well, we don't want that for you at Papalona. We're all about supporting families in making happier and positive changes in their lives and living happier and healthier lives. But for us at Papalona, whatever we recommend to you has to be simple, it has to be sustainable, and it has to be successful. Otherwise, it just doesn't make the cut. And that's why we make the recordings that we do, because they are the simplest and most effective way we know of making positive change. Now, our recordings obviously work on a subconscious level, but there are things that you can do on a conscious level to change your mind shift to make it far more likely that you're going to achieve your goals. And today I'm going to share with you a little 3-step framework to allow you to go into whatever challenge it is that you're setting for yourself and make it far more likely for you to succeed right from the start. Okay? But January at Papalona is all about mindset and making those shifts. So as usual, we've got huge amounts of information. So make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Facebook and sign up to our Facebook group and sign up to our newsletter via the website. And lots of information on the website itself, in our blogs and so on and so forth. So we're packed full of information on how to help you achieve your goals, and also obviously how to teach your children to do the same, and giving them really a skill for life. So make sure you check us out and keep following us all month. Okay, so your 3-step framework for whatever goal it is that you're about to set out and embark on. Make sure that you do this with your kids, as always, because like we say, it's all about them and all about teaching them, and they will teach you at the same time, and they'll help you on your path. So make sure that you involve them. So your 3-step framework, for this you're going to need a little journal. It can be as fancy or as plain as you like. Mine's just a little exercise book. But one place where you're just going to store all your thoughts and your musings about your challenge, okay? Step 1, you are going to start with why. Why am I doing this? Ask yourself that question, and then write down everything that you can think of about why you want to achieve whatever it is you're setting out to do. So if you're looking to get fitter, you might be saying, I want to get into the A squad at school, or I hate the fact that I can't beat so-and-so on cross-country runs. Or you might be saying, you know what, I just want to get up the stairs without being out of breath. Or I want to get down on the floor and play with my grandkids. If you're giving up something like caffeine or sugar, you might be saying, I really want to sleep well at night. Or I hate the jittery feelings and the sense of anxiety that I think caffeine might bring me. Whatever it is, just dump all of those thoughts and feelings into your book, into your journal. Why are you doing whatever it is that you're setting out to do? Everything you can think of, there will be more than one reason. Just brain dump them down in that one place so that you can get clear on why you are setting out on this goal. Really, really important to be clear about why you're doing what you're doing. But not only that, at some point in this journey, it's going to get hard. That piece of cake is going to be calling to you. You're going to be far too tired to pull on your trainers and get out the door. And by going back to your journal, you will be able to see and remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing, and also what you're going to lose out on if you don't do whatever it is that you set out to do. Okay? So that's your step 1. Start with why. Step 2 is simply to pick a time period. Now, you may have decided to make a change for life, and that's great. You know, making sustainable changes is what we're all about. But just start with a smaller period initially where you're going to monitor what's going on. So if you're an adult, 28 days minimum, but I would say more like 6 weeks to 3 months. For a child, 28 days is plenty, but you might even want to break it down into a smaller block for a smaller child. And you're going to tell yourself that in the scheme of your lifetime, 28 days or 3 months is nothing, because it isn't. But it's a good amount of time for you to really give yourself the opportunity to succeed, because you owe it to yourself to give yourself that time to see whether or not you can do whatever it is you're setting out to do, and finding out that, of course, you can. Step 3 is very simply to enter into this as an experiment. So you are not going to start out on this journey going, this is all about willpower, I'm going to do it, this is all about discipline. Yeah, obviously, willpower and discipline play a big part. You're going to need it, specifically at the start of your journey. But really, we want you to approach this whole process with a sense of curiosity. Why am I doing this? How does it make me feel as I do this? You're going to get your journal and you're just going to jot down every day a couple of little points about how you are feeling as a result of making these changes. I'm not talking about half an hour journaling and so on and so forth. If you've got the time and if you want to do it, then by all means crack on. You know, it's a great thing to do, and these changes bring up new emotions. So if you can journal them and get them out, that's brilliant. But we're all very busy. All I'm asking you to do is to take a couple of minutes and to just jot down a couple of points each day about how you are feeling as a result of these changes. You know, my skin is brighter, I feel great, I'm enjoying, getting a good night's sleep. I love the fact that I ran for 5 minutes today without stopping, whatever it might be. Recognizing that, particularly in the early days, some of those things that you write down aren't going to be great. You know, if you're giving up caffeine or sugar, you're going to have a headache for 3 or 4 days probably. And obviously, if you've taken up kickboxing, you're going to discover muscles you didn't know you had, and that's going to hurt for a bit. So whatever you're feeling, good or bad, you're just going to jot it all down, just a couple of sentences, and you'll be able to monitor your progress. But not only that, when you have those moments where you just feel like you want to throw in the towel, you can look back and think, well, actually, if I start out again, I'm going to have to go through this rubbish at the start again. I've come so far, maybe it's worth just keeping on going. So all to the good. And then at the end of that 28 days or 3 months, whatever it is that you've given yourself, you're going to sit down with your sense of curiosity, like your scientific experiment, and you're going to go, well, how has this experiment been for me? You know, is this working for me? Do I want to continue? Is my life better as a result of the changes that I've made? Do I want to give it all up and go back to where I was? And that's perfectly valid. If a goal isn't working for you, then it's absolutely pointless in carrying on regardless. Or is it that, yes, I like some of the changes that I'm seeing, but it's not quite working for me? Maybe I need to make a few tweaks. And you might decide, well, you know what? Yes, I love feeling fitter, but I hate running like I do. So maybe I will take up kickboxing, or maybe I'll do a dance class or something along those lines. Maybe, yeah, I'm great without caffeine, but I wonder what it would be like to just have 1 cup a day. And then you can pick another period and you can work your way through, again, with that sense of curiosity, always knowing that you're doing something good for yourself and you are achieving whatever it is, whatever challenge it is that you've set for yourself, right? So that's your little framework. Get your journal, start with why, pick your time period, and then treat it like an experiment and monitor what's going on. And if you start out with your goal, with your challenge in that mindset and do just those very simple things, I guarantee that you are far, far, far more likely to succeed than if you just go in with willpower alone thinking, right, that's it, I'm going to do this, and beat yourself up. Much, much more chances of success. So whatever you're doing, make sure that you come and find us on Facebook and all of those places, for all that information that we've got to share with you. There's just so much there. And of course, if you are signed up to our newsletter, you automatically get 10% off our audio of the month, which in January is one of my personal favorites, the Mind Detox track. And this is just like 20 minutes long, and it's it's a lovely boost and spring clean of the subconscious that gets you into a space where you feel really positive and on track for whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's a New Year's resolution or at any point during your process or your life. And it's one of our tracks that's designed specifically for adults rather than for children, but older children will benefit too. So do get hold of it and share it with your kids. So until next time, I wish you every success. Do tell us what you're doing. Comment on the video, comment on Facebook. If you want some support, we're here to support you. If you have any questions along the track, then let us know, and we would absolutely love to help. So good luck, have fun, and be curious, and we'll see you soon. Until next time.